Hi, I'm Dr. Lynn Rose. I teach in the Social Sciences Department at AUIS. We cover a wide variety of topics, and we have everything from introductory civilization courses all the way up to specialized research courses for advanced students. For me, the depth and dimensionality and texture that intellectual development adds to one's life is the most valuable treasure. And this is my guiding principle in everything that I teach. I usually teach ancient history and disability studies. Intellectual depth means perspective and engagement. This means going beyond the confines of time and space. By engaging with other dimensions, we can understand that systems, not chance, determine our reality. Intellectual depth also comes from engagement with the world beyond the university walls. Education needs context. Whenever guests come from the community to speak in our classes, everyone benefits. It's also important for students and faculty to be able to leave the bubble of campus and to interact with the world outside. So service learning, whether it's in town or farther away, is tremendously important. Finally, intellectual depth can only be attained when all the material is accessible to all learners. Thanks, that's a really interesting question. If I had to choose just one thing, it would be teamwork. And by teamwork, I mean working with my colleagues because we exchange ideas all of the time and improve on each other's teaching, and also with my students. Really successful teaching is about an interchange where we learn from each other. I'm not just imparting wisdom to them. It's an interchange, and successful collaboration is what makes it really satisfying to teach here. Thanks, that's also a really interesting question. What am I trying to give the student more than anything? More than anything, I think a sense of ignorance. We really do not know what we're looking at when we take a first glance at anything. And that includes people. We don't know what we're looking at. It also includes, as I said, systems. We don't know what we're looking at until we take a moment to analyze it. If I can give them that kind of tool, then I think that they're on their way to great success. I was just talking about that with a student this morning about the different kinds of styles between the traditional education system in the Middle East, which often revolves around memorization, and then the more liberal education in the West, which often has to do with critical thinking and so on. I think it's really important to have a balance. I think that in the US, for example, that the art of memorization is being lost, and I think it's actually very important. That has to be combined, of course, with critical thought, and even with some kind of emphasis on emotions and feelings as well. So I think we have to strive for a balance between the two systems. They're both very valuable.